Let me start off this video with a short story. Back when I used to actually grind Fortnite competitive, to be honest, compared to the people that had like the same level of placements as me, I really did suck at fighting. But I still wanted to claim a good uncontested drop spot so I could use it to do good in set lobbies like FNCS finals or just like the pro practice I was playing in. So if I sucked at fighting, how in the world did I claim a good drop spot? Well, I played the mental game instead. Of course, get a good fighting teammate, that'll help, but still, if you aren't both good at fighting, it's going to be a struggle. But instead of claiming the drop spot off of actually just winning against the other team a lot, I played the mental game by constantly drilling in the fact to me and the other team that I was not going to leave the drop spot even if I died off spawn 10 times in a row. Which, yes, will sound dumb to a lot of people, but sometimes you gotta do some crazy things for some crazy good outcomes. And I know most of you aren't like good enough yet to be in that situation where you are top 100 in your region and you can like claim a good uncontested drop spot. Like for example, I'm talking about Kami when he claimed that whole Kami split for a whole chapter. But I still think this is valuable for you to know. Not just because in the future when you do get good enough, you know what to do. But because at a smaller scale, say you're like qualifying a few set lobby FNCS final type of tournaments like every now and then, and obviously you're not going to go to like a good drop spot really because you just started to like get into these lobbies, you're not good enough for that yet, so you're starting to look for like some smaller split drops that aren't the best drop spot, but you take what you can get. But you can still use that mindset I was talking about in this as well, but it's going to be way easier to claim the drop spot because you have to think about it, you're versing worse players at a worse drop, so both of those things make it quicker and easier for that team to give up and just move to another drop spot. So you could probably grief that drop spot, like I said, for one tournament, like just 6 games or one set lobby tournament. And then if you qual for the next week where both of you and the other team that you griefed are in the same set lobby again, if you go to that drop spot after being super cringe and saying, I'm not going to leave even if I die spawn every single game, and just constantly griefing them, being really annoying, making the tournament horrible, they're probably most likely at that level and that skill and at that level of drop spot, they're just going to leave and give up. And also when you are in the tournaments and the scrims where you are griefing the drop spot and you don't really want to play using your skill and trying to beat them, what I used to do is literally like kind of land on like 1/2 of the drop spot and just loot up, get heaps of mats, white heals, and then just wait till the last seconds to when you can key them, and then you key them, but you don't even fight them, you just ramp up above them and you just wait as long as possible, griefing their time, making the tournament horrible, maybe even waiting till Storm comes in and then healing off. Like, you need to realize you are not playing to do good in the tournament at this stage. You're just playing to make the other team have the worst time possible. They need to think of the drop spot and basically get PTSD of how boring it was. You really just need to portray yourself as like the delusional psychopath that is just so determined to land at this one drop spot for no apparent reason. And when the other team messages you, like flaming you and getting angry at you, or like saying, oh, we bet you, etc., just remember, every single time, respond with something along the lines of, bro, I don't care, we're going to land here continuously forever, even if I die another 20 times off spawn in a row. Because literally, after an entire season of me griefing that drop spot, literally in every single pro scrim I was in every single set lobby tournament I was in, and then literally even grand finals, every single game out of 12, we just didn't even care about grand finals. We didn't care how we would do. We just wanted to make the other team do bad and make them have a bad time. Finally, the next season after that, they just started going somewhere else because I guess they just couldn't be bothered. And then after that, you have the reputation for that drop spot that is just going to be terrible for anyone to land at because you're just a psychopath and you're just stupid. And then if anyone after that tries to land on you and claim the drop spot like you did, they're actually going to have a way higher chance of leaving earlier than they usually would because they already know you griefed that drop for an entire season. Just remember from this, if you want to claim a good drop spot for a set lobby, you just need to focus on making the other team have the worst possible time imaginable.